What's up, y'all? Coach Andrew here, back again with a Rawlings. What is going on? And this is emergency break-in here because I got a player on my team. Wore out his glove super quick, needed a new glove, and we got to game day tomorrow, so I got to get to working quick, and we are fingers crossed, praying and hoping, not that it's broken in time, that it's dry, because this is Rawlings Heart of the Hide Mark of the Pro, made out of Rawlings Heart of the Hide leather on the shell, on the palm, and kind of an R9 interior, a little bit more padded, and this Heart of the Hide leather softened up a little bit. It's a youth glove. You can kind of see how they build and construct the palm. You see how the thumb piece is separate, the pinky is separate, and they're really leaving this a little bit thinner, allowing this thing to really kind of that one hinge youth close. It's a youth glove. It's got a very thick heel pad, and it is a bit stiffer than I expected she was going to be. It's a Rawlings Pro 200, iconic Rawlings Pro 200. Beautiful. I love this thing. Love the single post with the baseball stitching. It's a beautiful glove. Rawlings Heart of the Hide Mark of the Pro. I've done a little bit of handwork to it, a little bit of kind of shaping it and working it. The wrist comes in the bigger setting, which is another thing that's a little bit surprising. So I'm going to leave it on this to break it in, and then when I give it back to my player, I'm going to cut these laces out and relace it down to the smaller setting. I don't have white lace. That's not something that we have on our league. I don't think we have on any of our leagues. So we're probably going to get a different color, probably gray, which I don't think anybody will notice. I don't think anybody will care, especially because the gray lace is really, really nice. It's Tennessee Tannery lace, so there'll be some really nice lace on the wrist strap. But this is very much has the feel of like a youth Heart of the Hide. It feels really nice. This red leather in particular here feels like Heart of the Hide leather. It feels really, really nice. I love the colorway on this thing. It looks super cool. Like I said, it's a little bit softer. Now, I don't know if you felt many of the R2G Heart of the Hides. This is not much softer than those are. But I can tell you, I did not really intend on full dipping this glove, but it's got enough structure that it needs a dip. And so I'm just not going to leave it in for very long. And I'm going to beat the ever-living daylights out of this thing because I need it to be ready for tomorrow. Not just practice ready, game ready for tomorrow. So, first JJ just playing time crunch challenge here to get a glove done, shaped, broken in, dried, woken up, conditioned, bling, oh, and ready for game day. Circle of life. See? Alright, let's get into this thing. And I will say another thing I'm a little bit surprised by. Rawlings are known for having bigger hand stalls and more room in the fingers. Like, I can get my hand in this glove easier than I could most of my Wilsons, A2000s and A2Ks when I first got them. So there is a lot of space in here, and just for reference, I'm trying to close a little bit one hinge here, but this is our close. We'll be going 2 in the pinky, finger out. I will say this piece of welt right here, it runs on the inside of the glove, and it is pushing right on my knuckle, right here. And it is a bit uncomfortable, so I've been trying to soften that thing up so that my player doesn't have that issue. But I think without further ado, now we're gonna dip her. Okay. All right. We should be able to see color change really well on this thing because of the color of this red leather. I will say these are not Rawlings Tennessee Tannery laces. So I'll be curious to see how they stretch. We're going to be a little bit careful with that. I don't anticipate bleeding, even though we got white laces. It's usually the laces that bleed and not the shell leather. So, yeah, beautiful glove though. Got the black palm liner like from an R9. And then we've got this red and this Columbia blue with this red patch here. It's a beautiful glove. I love it. But lift, get her wet.
I feel like our players should name it
Police?
Police.
Why do you think police is an appropriate name for this glove?
Because the colors.
Wee 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 wee. I don't know the words, but they're probably not appropriate to sing right now.
It's just like a cop car.
Oh, okay. Well, that changed color quickly. My goodness gracious.
It really did.
Okay, we're gonna give her 1, 2, 3. Done. Okay, let's start.
Fuchsia.
Hey, I kind of dig those colors right there. We like went Phillies colors, like straight up Phillies colors. All right, and we're gonna start to push on the thumb. Same stuff we've been doing. There's a little bit of extra padding in the palm. The heel pad is very, very thick. Try to wring that out. There's some fur. They do give you the Rawlings fur. It's not the Pro Preferred fur, but
Heaven
it's also
forbid.
not $500. So, you know, there's that. But I will say, just the quality, the feel of the leather for what you're buying here. Essentially a youth heart of the hide. I am quite impressed so far. Rawlings, congratulations. I don't have anything against Rawlings. We just own a bunch of Wilsons, and they're awesome. We just haven't gotten around to the Rawlings yet. I want a TT2 really bad, but we're not there yet. But point being here, Rawlings, this is a good deal. This is a good deal for a glove, a youth glove that will last some years for the player, made out of some high quality materials, but still soft enough for a youth player to play with it, break it in, and get it working and moving. And you get your iconic, super universal Rawlings Pro 200 pattern, which is fantastic. I think this is going to dry quickly. This is impressive quality leather for a youth glove here. So let's move our bucket. I might save that.
How much did they pay for it? Did they tell you?
Just in case. This came from Just Gloves. I want to say this glove is typically about $200, and I believe it is on sale for like $139.
Deal.
And it is marketed. Rawlings describes this as having softened heart of the hide leather on the shell, and then using R9 materials on the handstall, interior, and on the padding. So essentially what they're selling you is a heart of the hide shell, which, you know, the interior of your glove is really what makes like a glove be crazy stiff. Because if you've ever picked up a piece of leather before, leather's not stiff. It's the stuff that's on the inside of it that really changes like how stiff your glove is. But the cool part about this is they're giving you kind of youth internals, really nice youth internals, with heart of the hide externals, which is pretty cool. I'm a fan. So let's see how she breaks in. I've done quite a bit of handwork to this already, because I was trying to get it ready. All right, first things first. Let's start to work a little bit of the shape here. Where do we want to close this to? I think he's going about here. So let's get our thumb. I'm gonna bend our thumb a little bit. I'm trying to keep this thumb pretty straight. I want it to just go, I don't want a big curl. And I want a pretty straight pinky here. Maybe with the tip just kind of off to the side. Okay? Okay, let's beat the crap out of it. Working different angles on the thumb so that it can close in multiple different directions. All right, dig it. Normally I start on the pinky side, but the thumb feels much stiffer because I think they've thinned this out right here to make it easier for you to close the pinky side. But I'm going to, just if I was doing a 2-hinge here, I'm going to turn my pinky up first. All right, so turn the pinky up. Let's do that again. Maybe help get some of the water out. Okay, cool. Let's add some width to our pocket. Across the base of the fingers. Okay. All right, I do want to give a little stretch to my fingers here. Give them a little room to breathe so that they maybe might flatten out a little. Yeah, I know, this is not the best way to do the fingers, but it's the way we're doing it right now. I had the tool in my hand. I'm being lazy, okay? Pinky hinge, and we are very much working a very 1-hinge close here. It's a youth player. They really like this close, or even this one. Okay, but we've been working with all of our kiddos on closing their gloves properly, and they've been getting better at it. And so we are achieving something that way. Let's work this heel. I'm going to spend some extra time and emphasis on this heel because it's for a youth player and we need this heel to really soften up for us. And I'm also going to spend as little time as possible with my hand inside the glove because it's for a youth player and I want to really try to work the spots where the glove moves. Okay? I really want to try to work the spots where the glove moves because 1, we need it broken in by tomorrow. 2, did I mention this for a youth player? It's for a youth player. Okay. Thumb's fighting me a bit. Not out of the norm. But I do have to say, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go straight pinky, a little bit of flared thumb, slight curl on the fingers. We're gonna try to make this big, giant bowl. Okay. Okay. I see where you're working to. Okay, let's go mallet first. Ground ball pocket. At the base of these fingers. Alright, I'm trying to put my hand in the glove as little as possible. So very, very shallow in the glove. See, very much of my hand sticking out here. I may have to put it on a little bit further when I start stacking this pocket. Okay. Okay. Kind of starting to dig our shape a little bit. Starting to dig our shape. I kind of like it. Got a bowl going here. Let's give her some glass ball. See how she takes that if I can throw it in the right spot.
Any woman ever gonna marry somebody like this, get used to this sound.
The sound of couch catch.
I hear it in my I hear it in my nightmares. Oh,
Nobody wants to marry somebody like this.
except for me.
Doesn't she sound thrilled about it too? So happy. So happy about it. Okay. I have to remember this is not for me. So I have to remember that, because if this is for me right now, I would be working with in this heel right here. Well, it's not for me, so that is probably not a very effective thing for me to be working right now. But
Remember what you told me about the Yardley glove? The laces?
yeah.
Yeah, this one's not doing that.
Oh, really?
No Medusa.
No Medusa. Well, that's, yeah. The
Swinging, no draping.
no swanging on these bad boys, because we are not dealing with the same quality of laces. Not bad laces, just not Tennessee tannery laces, and that's fine. You know, you go pay $400 for a baseball glove, you expect them to give you, you know, Tennessee tannery laces. You get a super good deal on a glove for less than $200, and they give you heart of the hide leather on the shell. Yeah, you're not too upset when Rawlings gives you their second best laces, because they just put some super high quality leather and sold it to you for a decent price on the shell of the glove. It's easier to relace a glove than to get new leather for the shell. So, you know,
Good point.
I don't have a problem at all with what Rawlings is doing here. I quite like what Rawlings is doing on this glove. I really like what Rawlings is doing with this thing. I really like it a lot. Super curious to see how she shapes up here, how she holds the shape, and how she wants to wake up, because that will be the big key to whether or not the glove is going to be able to be played with tomorrow.
One of these days he's gonna fall through the floor. I do worry about that.
Yeah, floor's built strong, country strong. Okay, Todd here. No. Maybe it's just me.
It's just you.
Yeah, I thought maybe that was the case actually.
The kids had blankets on.
Okay. It's moving super easy.
It looks different. It looks a lot different too.
I mean, it's hard to move it quickly because there's so much water in the glove that it's kind of heavy now. So it's really hard to move it quickly. But it does feel very, very easy to move.
It did take in a ton of water, didn't it?
It took a lot of water on it. Okay, so here's what I think we're gonna do. I don't think there's gonna be a great deal more benefit to continuing to pound on this thing because it's moving. I think we need to go ahead, get a shape set that we like, get our fingers straightened back out here so we don't got big ripples in our fingers. Find our shape that we really like and lay her down. And you guys, I think I can live with this shape right here. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Looks good.
I think it looks really, really good. I like it. Little flare on the thumb, straight pinky, pretty straight fingers, but slight roll on the fingers, big bowl of a palm. And she still closes one hinge. I'm not gonna close it right now because I just set the shape. Everybody good with this? Living with it?
See
you guys in the wake up tomorrow. Hey, God bless you all. Work so hard. Love the game. Love life. Love America. Love your family. Be grateful. And keep playing. Bang.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Break it in. For 200. I like it. I like it a lot. Big bowl. Less than 24 hours, buddy. That's about the fastest I can work it.
Oh, it feels a lot better.
I hope so. I beat the ever-living daylights out of that thing. There you go. Less than 24-hour break-in.
Time to go talk to them.